Science as a language within our surroundings by Wrinkle Bajaj. When we talk about a place, the first thing which might trigger our mind is that place is our home, our school, our workplace, or anything which is a part of our daily routine. However, this is a partial truth. The absolute definition of the place is not where we live or where we go. Instead, it's the connection which acts as a bridge in terms of our emotional, spiritual, and mental well being to our feelings. These feelings can take shape of materialistic or non-materialistic nature depending on our relationship with them. And this relationship gives us an experience which shapes our identity of what we are and who we are. These possessions could take up a space of science and mathematics in our surroundings, which can be best expressed in terms of pedagogy of ecology, a sound understanding of our earth, sky, air, soil, and our connection to them. We can connect it with all these resources through our multisensory method, which is our touch, our hearing, our sight, and our smell sensory. These sensors help us to analyze our surroundings and lead us to discover the ethnography of the place of our surrounding or where we have lived or where we are living. My exploration place was Toolren Creek, which is close to my home. It is a small tributary of the Werribee River and flows through Melton, a western suburb of Melbourne. This creek has lots of potential of ecology and is cared by the individuals living within the area. This individuals is a group of people which is known as the Friend of Toolren Creek. They care of the creek and take care of everything. As an individual, we pay respect to our pioneers, our Aboriginal community, and their way of learning and teaching, which has expanded our horizons throughout the centuries. They believe that pedagogy needs to be enacted within the place of our culture, practices, and hierarchy of our surroundings. According to their perspective, we are blessed to have a culture which is rich in all sorts of habitats. We have stories to tell, we have practices, we have theories to discover, we have wildlife, which symbolizes our culture and gives us a sense of belonging, which connect us to our earth, air, and water. The best example could be seen in the plants and their connection with the earth. Plants are alive, they have agency, they have a sense of belonging with each other, they go through seasonal changes, they shatter, they grow back. They follow a cycle of life, same as individuals, same as the animals, same as the birds, same as any other thing. When I was walking down through the trail, I noticed this that the different trees have different shapes, they have different branches, they have different colors, and because of the light, they show a different shade of a color at different intervals of time. For example, in the afternoon, they show a bright yellow color, or whereas in the evening, they show a dark brown or blue color. Another Another example which I found while walking down the trail was the rocks. They was rich in texture and different colors. While I was walking down the lake, near the lake, the rocks was of dark color. They was having more moisture in comparison to the rocks which I found on the hills. They all possess different minerals which are come from atmosphere and the earth and the surroundings. They show a connection that all the minerals and the resources which we possess comes from the earth, comes from our surroundings. Apart from that, another example was the habitats of the animals and the birds near the creek. The creek was full of birds and the ducklings, whereas there was a farmhouse near the creek which was full of horses. The ducks they used to steer in a circular motion. It gives them a satisfaction. They do it for a reason. They have their our habitat, whereas the birds they love to fly in the sky. They have a connection with the sky, whereas the horse love to graze around front and back, back and forth. He have a connection with the earth. All I can see that when I was observing the creek, I noticed that through my sensory elements, my hearing, my sight, my nose, and my touch, I can feel all sort of things which I can't get from the books. Thank you.